Hi, my name is Irina. Welcome to my studio and the mess. Yes, it's very, very, very messy in here. I don't know. I just wanted to take you with me on my journey of using with junk mail envelopes. I've been the girl on a mission. I had a pack of junk mail envelopes on my desk forever, and I still, even if I use these up, I still have that many left. I've been doing it for weeks now. I'm telling you. On Mondays, I do show you what I made, and I keep making them. First thing in the morning before breakfast, I'm coming in here and trying to do something. Okay. I learned, I don't know, maybe you all know it, and we all read it before and, heard it before, but I think I truly, I need to get my sweater, not sweater, even jacket, it's cold. The only limitation is our brains. I've had printables forever. I don't create for Christmas, right? So my brain said we cannot use these printables ever until we start creating for Christmas. And yesterday I was thinking, we take Christmas pictures like in real life, but we don't really look at them just for Christmas, right? It's okay to look at them in May or March or, any other time of the year. So I started to cut them up, and windows here. One window envelope. I have all of them. I have big windows. I have 2 windows. I have 3 windows. I have little windows. It's just, I have all kinds of envelopes. Junk mail. It comes in and comes in. So I started putting the Christmas. They're not just Christmas. I just grabbed a bunch from remember I was organizing my printables. And I put them in the window. Yes, I did. And I have never seen anybody do what I'm doing now. Maybe people did. Never seen anybody. But I will show you. And then later on, I think I showed you this one in my Monday project. Look, this is the same thing. All right? The window is a little bigger. There's a different girl in the window. But it doesn't matter. It is a junk mail envelope. Okay? And this is a different decoration. I love it. It's a journaling card. It has so many little details and, made with so much love as always. And it's different, and it uses up half an envelope right away. The other halves I will cut, like here, I cut off, and then I gesso them, and I will be watercoloring something on them. Just in case you don't watch my Monday videos where I show you what I did in the week, this is what I will do. I will use bigger pieces for bigger. Sometimes I just cut them in 2 as well, just like this. So this was probably just the leftover from the envelope. This went like this, okay? It's 3 pieces. So I did this. Sometimes I cut bigger, and then I have like tiny pieces of envelopes left. And even those, hold on, show you another one. I use up. Look, tiny piece of envelope. But it's amazing what you can do with all the little tiny pieces, okay? How pretty is that? This is a tiny little journaling card. There's a journaling spot on the back. So, trying to use up. I'm saying it all the time. I've been on the No Buy Challenge for 2 years now. And it was the best thing for my creativity. Not at the beginning, but now after 2 years, my brain starts working in different ways. I look through my room, I try to find stuff, I try to use up stuff, because I noticed even after 2 years, I still have way too much. However, so this is what it's gonna be. I stack different pictures of different people. Mostly it's children, because I think children are sweet, So there, another one, a longer one, it's a lady. Children, lady, child, another child, another child, because they are sweet, right? Another lady here. So I just took a bunch of pictures, and I did that. All of them are 1 window envelope. But look, even this tiny window, I had this tiny girl here. She, if I just cut it off this way, it's going to be a smaller journaling card, but it still can be one. This is a very long process, I will tell you that much, because it has a lot of steps and it requires some patience. But if I do have anything in this room, then it's patience. So glued them all in without you, and then I just sealed the envelopes. Now I have to decide how big do I want my card. Do I want it bigger? But I like it kind of this way, you know. So there's a little bit on the bottom where I can sew, and then I can gesso and whatever I need to do. Oh, we didn't have internet since yesterday, I believe 7 p.m. What is it now, 11, 12? Yep, it's noon. Still no internet. I don't know what happened. I think... Do I do 6 inches? No. I think this one I've done, yeah, 5. Around 5 inches. I don't need to measure, actually. But it's just a little easier if I kind of know where to put my envelope. But it's going to be around 5 inches. It depends on your envelope, you know. And I will just cut it down. And this is a perfect size journaling card, you know. So I will sit here and I will collect those. Definitely. So hold on. Oh no, they were all new. These ones were the return envelopes. So the flaps were not glued. So I didn't have to cut it off. I usually cut off one side. But these are perfect. Because now if I cut this in half, I will have... Where is it? I showed you this one before too. I had some that were connected here, so they are a pocket now, right? I still have sewn here, but it's a pocket. So you can just clip this in your journal like that, and look how cute it is. And it's something so different. I have not seen anybody using this. And I'm not saying, oh my God, look at me, I'm the genius, but I'm saying sometimes we do need new stuff to use, right? Because if we always make the same things, sometimes it's just, at least for me, it becomes boring. And I like special things in my journals as much as I love interactive and a little magic, you know. I like all of this. I'm not doing your regular, I don't know, which is okay, but I don't do like all printable. I just need to cut it all out and, you know, I will be fine. I like to do it myself, like whatever there is in my journals. That's why my journals take like 5 years to be finished, but I'm not in a hurry, right? I'm not. I enjoy the process of making a journal, so I'm good. This one I'm gonna cut a little later, but yeah, so I'm just gonna cut them all. I should count them. I think it's more than 20 even. So in one swoop, I will be having so many envelopes gone. Okay, I'm gonna cut them and count them. All right, so I have exactly 25. I didn't plan on 25, but 25 is the number now. My dog is sleeping right next to me, so this is gonna be something. Because I'm gonna build myself a little something down here where I can put my gessoed things. And he's gonna be upset now. Oh, hold on, I'm dropping things because I have the jacket. I don't like to work in a jacket, wearing a jacket, but I have to. Okay, so now the pictures I just glued in. I stuck the picture in, I cut it, and then in the back of each picture I just put a little bit of glue. So they are not completely glued. It was just, I would hold it like that, push my glue in there, and just, so they are glued a little bit. Because I'm going to sew it, you know. If you like are concerned that it's gonna come off or whatever, you can always glue it more here on top and bottom, but I will be all right. For me, it's I had painter's tape on this one. It's not important like to cover everything up. I prefer to know that it was a junk mail envelope, you know. I prefer for it to be visible, because this is like a little proof for me that you can actually, you know, use anything and everything, and use your junk mail envelopes to make art, you know. Use them up, use them all up. So I will just go and gesso it. I will not pay attention to like I have to cover everything up or whatever, but I do gesso them because most likely I will be watercoloring on them. You can do whatever you want to do. You can scribble, you can stamp, you can, I don't know, just leave it as is. So it's like a journaling card from both sides. I'm pretty sure that's good too. But since I'm into watercoloring right now, big time, I have a few videos on my channel, like for the very, very, very beginners like me, how to, you know. So I feel like if I can do this, everybody can do this. And that's why I made the videos, to show you. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. 25 times. Well, 24 more times. And I'm just gonna, I have iris boxes. I took them out of the drawers and I just put them on the floor so I can put stuff on top to dry. Because my dog is sleeping here now. So, you know, he thinks it's his room now too. You know what he... Oh, I have so much stuff in my room. And Brownie he's a young dog, right? So he is still naughty. And usually he will do naughty stuff. But in my room, he barely touched anything at all. He will smell. But what he does, which is super funny, he will go very slowly underneath my desk when I'm sitting here. There's not much space to get there. He has to go like through my legs. But he thinks if he does it slowly enough, I will not notice. And then he goes very slowly in there. He grabs a piece of paper, because under my desk there are a lot of scraps, right? I don't know about your desks, but when I'm creating here, things tend to fall down, little scraps and stuff. So he grabs a piece and very slowly he backs out between my legs. He's thinking, I don't know, you know. He thinks if he does it slowly enough, I will never notice. And then whenever he's out, he turns around and wants to go away. So I say his name. I don't want to say it now because he's asleep. And I say his name and he just freezes. So I say, did you get something? He turns around and there's always a piece of paper in his mouth. Well, he loves paper as much as I do, I guess, right? It's a good thing. I think it's funny, you know. None of my dogs ever came in here and actually relaxed here. He didn't do it either. He's what, 3 years old now? Yeah, that's the first time he started doing that. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. That makes me feel, I don't know, like I'm not alone, you know. I don't know why he started doing that, but he enjoys it now. There's not much space on my floor because there's always stuff on my floor, so he will just try and get between the boxes and lay down and sleep until I sew something. He does not like the noise of the sewing machine. It bothers him. He can't sleep. He will walk away. Other than that, he's good. All right. Like I said, you can glue or you can sew. I will be sewing later. So I'm not obsessing about gluing the sides down, you know. The envelopes can stay open. All right. I did 4 now. I will do 21 more without you. I'm still not done. I have a long way to go, but I just wanted to tell you, just like I said in the beginning of the video, your only limitation is your brain and your imagination. So I used to do that as well at the beginning of my crafting career. When I saw people doing something and I liked it, for some reason I thought that I need to have exactly the same supplies to be able to do something like that. Like, for example, I'm using these pictures and you will think, oh, now I need to use these pictures too. I need to get printables or whatever. I don't have printables. I can't do this. No, you can use anything, you know, picture from a magazine. I don't know if you have designer papers like laying around like me. I have a whole bunch of those. You know, it does not have to be a picture of people. Let me show you one. Where is it? Here, one I stamped. This is a stamped girl. I just cut her out and stuck on it. And then I do have some that just have, you see, a different printable. It's still a printable, but you could put a book page in there. That's what I'm saying. So we don't need to copy. And it took me a while to learn. I will say that much. I think creativity is like a muscle. The more you use it, the more ideas you get. I don't know how it works, but it's true. At least for me, it's true. You know, if I start using it after every break where, you know, where we are in the hole and we lose our mojo or whatever, I start out very slowly and it feels like I have no idea what to do. If I get on the window, I will just wipe a little bit away. It can be some of it I will leave there. However, I will have no idea on what to do, and I will start out slowly, and a lot of times I will just copycat something just to get into the groove again. Or I will just look into my book of ideas and pick one thing. But once I start using the creativity muscle, I will be doing more and more and more, and I'll become more and more creative once I'm in there. So I feel like it is a muscle. It is a muscle somewhere in our brain. But yeah, what I'm saying is use anything and everything. There is really no limitation. You can use absolutely everything, which I did not understand for the longest time. Even now, I just started using ribbon to make bows. Plus, I also started putting gems in my work because I have a lot of bling. Millions. But in my brain, junk journal and bling just didn't work because things need to look old, and bling makes it look, I don't know, not old. So that's what my brain thought. But now I'm putting so much more stuff into my junk journals, and I feel like it becomes so much better because I'm not limited anymore, and they are not the same anymore because there are a lot of pieces that I only have once, pieces I embroidered myself, or, you know, like crocheted something, or everything can go in there. You know, a drawing, a little like sketch that doesn't look like anything, really. I just want to, I don't know why I'm like that. I want to give you the spark because I feel the spark in my brain, you know, it's something new. It's something exciting because now we can use all of this stuff, or I can use all of this stuff. I'm trying to give you the spark, okay? So I hope you get it. Just remember, anything goes. Like, go through your room, or if you have a corner, or if you have any supplies. I started out with like a little box of stuff from Dollar Tree, you know. I didn't have any supplies, so I would just, now it's too much, way too much. I think it's a sickness of all of us. We tend to accumulate too much stuff and then we hoard it, which I'm trying to change now as well. I want to use my stuff, you know, after the 2 years of no buy challenge. Finally I'm getting to different things, and I did barely use up anything, you know. We're allowed to buy glue. Like if I ran out of gesso, or almost ran out. I asked my friend, and I was like, yeah, we're allowed to buy gesso if we run out of it, like the normal supplies that we need almost every day, and the ones that you run out of. We have washies, but if we run out of one roll of washi, we cannot buy another washi because we still have 500 rolls left of different kinds of washi, right? This we don't buy. But like I said, something like glue, or I believe if I would run out of all of my watercolors, I think I would be allowed to buy some too. I'm almost sure. But, you know, as long as we have anything to substitute, no. And it's a good thing. You should try that. Get a friend and try to do it with a friend. Okay, so that's what I want to tell you. I just want you to realize, because it took me so long. You know, I did not realize how much potential there is. I think that's why I enjoy junk journals. I started out with pocket letters and cards, and I ventured out into junk journals. And I think it's because there is no limitation in junk journals. Cards, you only make cards, right? You limit it on the piece of paper you are making, and there is limitations. Same with pocket letters. You cannot make a bigger piece than the pocket letter, like the holders. You know, what are they? 3 by 4? So I forget already. 2.5 by 3. So that's what you limit it to. Junk journal, no limitation. No limitation at all. You can be messy, you can do art, you can do mixed media, you can whatever you want to do. And I think that's why I like it. It allowed me to become more creative than like before. Because now I can still make a card and put it into a junk journal. I started even using like the holders for pocket letters, like the baseball card holders in my journals. You see, so I can incorporate all of these into junk journaling. So yeah, I ventured out and I like it so much. I really do. It's my favorite, absolute favorite, because there's zero limitation, zero. Okay, I think I have talked enough about limitations. I still have a lot of them to go, a lot of envelopes to go. I will gesso them all and then I will let them dry. Probably the whole day, maybe even overnight, so that I know, I don't know, I read somewhere that it needs to be cured so you can watercolor on it. Oh shoot, I did it twice now. I went on the window. I love gesso and paint on my fingers. I hate glue on my fingers, but gesso and paint is a favorite. Yeah, so however, I will leave it to dry, and that time I will probably cut down these. I might even gesso these too, the leftovers, so I can do something out of that. I can make something. This way I have everything ready, even though I have way too much ready already. I need to start painting more. But my brain doesn't like to do the same thing. So I've been painting for a while. Now I need to gesso for a while. And then I go back to painting for a while, you know. I can do the same thing for like a week or 2 or 3. Okay. Let me finish this. I still have a bunch. Oh my god. And then I will dry it and then I will be back. This video might be a little longer, or I will just break it up into 3 parts. Oh, we'll see. All right. I'm going to finish this and see you in a sec. Oh, if I was smart enough, I would just turn the cam off. All right, there we go. All righty. I'm back here. I don't know. It's a second for you, but things changed on my desk. Right? I was doing stuff because I am me. I cannot just do one thing. I also made other envelopes while I was waiting for these to dry. So, you know, okay, they are all dry though, you know. So now what I will be doing, and this is going to take a while and I'm not going to be like doing it on cam, but I have a whole, let me show you, a whole roll of brown paper. I bought it a long time ago. Very long time ago, and I don't think I will ever get through it. Look at this. It was cheap on Amazon. I don't remember how much, but it was not much. Okay, I need to make some space. I'm just pushing everything aside, so if you hear a sound, that's my stuff falling down. Okay, I'm gonna clean up soon, one day. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use my glue stick. And I'm gonna stick it down because I'm gonna sew later. But if you're not sewing, you should, you know, stick it down properly. I will sew. I'm gonna here this side. I just want to be the same because this way I save myself one cut basically, because I have to cut around it, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. And it's like, I don't know how many did we count, 25? I don't even remember because was it today or yesterday that I think it was yesterday I started out making these. I think I let them dry overnight, if I remember correctly. But I don't know anymore. I don't know. I've been doing so much stuff here that I don't know anything anymore. But yeah, I will sit here. I will glue 2, cut them, glue 2 more, and then I will cut everything out, and then I will be back. Oh, wow, that took a while. I will not lie, it's tedious, it's a lot of steps, it's a lot of work just to recycle, you know, envelopes. So much easier to toss them, of course, but it's something good for me, you know. Right now, things are not that good. We have like some stuff going on here, and it takes my mind off, you know. So I will sit here and do stuff for as long as I can sit for too long. But I do 1 step or 2 steps like this. For example, I just glued them all in one swoop, but I can feel pain already. So I don't know. I will just probably cut them out. It shouldn't take too long. And then I will take a break. And I'm thinking I might just go ahead and sew around them too. And then do everything else later. Like whatever I want to do. I will probably be watercoloring. I'm not sure what I should do. If I should sew around them or just watercolor them and then sew around them, not sure. But my next step will be just cutting them out, and then I will see whatever spikes my interest. Oh, I don't know how to survive that sometimes. It took me so long to connect my phone. I don't like making videos sometimes. But well, while it was connecting, I organized my envelopes. The ones that look like kind of wintry, I'm not gonna put a flower in there. I'm just gonna, and I showed you so many times. Where is it? I don't even know where it is. Oh, right here. Here, I will be doing this one. I love doing this one because it's with my watercolor pencils, and I love working with the watercolor pencils a lot. So I will just be drawing one of these. Oh, of course, no, I can't. On each of the wintry ones. You know, they are similar, but still they are not the same. But I find now, I know that I was not a big fan of mass making because I thought that would be extremely boring, you know. But I learned a lesson that mass making saves you so much time. Like it doesn't have to be boring. If you switch from one to the other, it won't be boring, you know. If I would only sit here and only do this, yes, I would get bored, most likely. But because I switch, I don't know if it's a good thing though. I switch a lot. I have a whole ton of things going on. My room looks like a mess. But yeah, I will just sit here and doodle. I don't know, is that doodling? Not really, right? It's just sketching. I will sketch for a couple more here. And then for the others that do not look like super wintry or something, I might just choose which flowers. I learned to watercolor flowers, so I will just pick some and do it. And I cut them a lot, and this is all that I have left because I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but this I allow myself to toss. But everything else I could not allow myself to toss, so I went there. I got some acrylic paint. Where did I put it? Here. White paint, a brush, a box that was conveniently in my room, and then I made pretty paper, and I was just throwing it in the box to dry, so I don't have to lay it out everywhere. Just throw it in the box. Yeah, that's what I did, because this girl can't waste stuff, you know. It's really like, if you look at them, they are not big pieces, but I still couldn't toss them. I just put marks on them. So whenever I make something, and I just, oh, let me show you, I made something recently. I don't know if it's dry yet, but junk mail envelopes as well. And see, my marked paper, I just put there, because I had marked paper already. Look, made marks all over the place, because after I was done with the little tiny piece of scraps, I had paint left over and I didn't know what to do with the paint. So I grabbed more paper and I started putting the paint there so I don't waste the paint. It's crazy, I know. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I don't know how long it's gonna take me, but probably, now it's midnight. Yeah, it's 12:11 a.m. Oh goody. I can't sleep because I'm stressed out. So I'm just gonna sit here and sketch out whatever I want to draw, or watercolor. What I'm thinking is, I really like, oh, I forgot what you call the flower. I don't know where it is. However, I really like a certain flower that I want to practice and do more, so I might just do that. I think I sketched them all out, and then I show you the sketches before I watercolor, because I'm not gonna do it all here with you. It takes way too much time. So I'm just gonna sketch them all out. It's probably gonna be tomorrow. But oh well, we're gonna make it together, except for all the tedious stuff I will be making by myself. So you don't get bored. And for you, it's gonna be like this, and for me, it's probably gonna be a whole week until they are done. Alrighty, so it took me a while. What is it? It's 1:10 a.m. It's nighttime. But you know, this is how I take my mind off stuff. I don't need to sketch the tulip, but because I will just watercolor it, but I wanted to know what goes where, so I just basically very coarsely I sketched it on those two. Then I forgot the name of this flower. Poppy. There we go. Poppy. I will do a couple, two, and then the one that I showed you before, I believe I showed you all of them, or maybe not all of them. I don't know if I showed you the poppy before, but I know I showed you this before. This I want to try to just oh my god, it's too late. I will just put a wash in the back and just go here with my pen, so it's not going to be watercolored per se. No, only the background will be scribble. No, it's not scribble. Doodle. I will doodle this one. And then this one, I believe I showed you how to do. I only have one here. And all of the winter girls will get like this tree. How many are there? I don't know. Where do they end? Here, I believe. And I have no clue how to call this flower. I'm not sure if I'm going to draw it, because the flower itself is white. Only this would be green, so I'm not sure. Or I will do the same thing and just put a wash in the back and then doodle it. I loved when I made this. I'm pretty sure I showed you this before, right? It's so bright and kind of, I don't know. That's what I would give children like. So I took the children and I gave them a couple. I don't want to do too many of the same, right? But I took the two sweet children and I gave them that. And I will be drawing this flower and this flower. Then I have decided, hey, not only flowers, I want to have a couple hearts. So I'm going to draw a couple hearts, or watercolor basically, right? And then I left those three. I would like to do in this style I showed you also before. Hold on. Like that. So I will just what is it, cherry blossoms, I guess. So yeah, I'm not sure if I will show you any of the watercoloring, because I believe I have videos of all of them. Maybe I will come on and just do one, or partially a little bit, I don't know. But I might just watercolor them in the next couple days and then come back and continue with everything else, because there will be a lot more going on here, right? So this is gonna be something. It's gonna take me a while, but I have decided I'm not gonna start anymore, because it's more than like it's late. It's really late, and if I start this, I will not stop. So I will go and go and go for like 4 hours for sure, and then it's gonna be morning. So no. But now I'm thinking maybe I should make one like this too, because I really like it. I will see. Maybe I'll do it instead of this flower here. I will see. However, I'm gonna be doing this first thing in the morning, and I will jump on whenever I made any progress. So see you in a second. I showed you this before, but I realize that not everybody is watching every movie. Oh, movie? No, I'm not making movies. Video. So that's what I do. I just put 3 different colors of watercolor. I use watercolor pencils for this particular one. Those are my pencils. Bought them, I don't even know when. But they're pretty good. I mean, for me, for what I need, they're pretty good. For the price as well. So this is what I do. I just put 3 different ones on there. And then I take a brush. That's too much water. I need... Where's my paper towel? Right here. Take a brush, I take paper towel. Oh, let's go. Once again. I dab it on my paper towel. I don't know if it's too much water. It was not too much water, girl. Okay, I guess. And then I just go wherever the yellow is first, because I do want to blend them, but I don't want to blend them too much. Okay, because I want the 3 shades right here. All right, and then I go through this. Brownie is right under my feet, trying to get to my trash again. Boy, he thinks if he does it slow enough, I'm not gonna notice. Ay. Oh, where was I here? Okay, just see that they smooth the pencils. Okay, kind of like this. And then I try this to put the line here, or a couple lines. Hold on, I need to concentrate. Okay, so that's basically it. Okay, basically that's it. And now I'm just gonna let it dry. I see here, I was gonna say downstairs. Why am I always saying that? But here I didn't put enough water on the yellow part, so I still see the pencil marks. I'm gonna let it dry, and I'm just gonna continue with all the other ones, just in the same way. I don't have space here, and don't touch it. I don't have space. and I can't put it on the floor because Bruno is here. He's gonna eat it. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue all of them, and then yeah, I'll let them dry. All right, so that's what I get. The others are drying. They all look kind of the same, right? If you have some Christmas money left, I would say invest in watercolor pencils or watercolors. If I had to choose, I would pick watercolors just because I can mix them more. I don't know. However, if you choose to dry this, you have to put something on here and be carefully blowing in this direction. I will just leave them to dry. I dried this one just to show you, basically. Why did I put this on my pencils? I do not know. I will take a white pencil. It's just my preference. You can take cream or whatever. You can just not do it. It's fine too, I would say. Okay. And I will just kind of, I'll show you. Hold on. I will go all over the whole thing. And then I will show you in a second what it does. Now, look at this petal. A lot of contrast, right? And then look at this one. It's kind of smoothing it out, I would say, you know. I'm not going to put any water on top of it anymore. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to go on top with the gold, though. I want gold. Yeah, I bought my watercolor pencils a long time ago, and I, you know, just like with the watercolors, I didn't feel like I can, you know. Now I feel like I do can. I do can. Yeah, I do can. Like I do. You know, so that's how I feel now. I can. If you want to, if this is like too much for you here, you can also go over the brown here. That's okay if it stands out too much, but you don't have to. Okay, and then I will do my favorite part, which is gold. Gold. See? Gold. I don't use the other one for this particular one because the other one is very pretty, but I think this one is easier to kind of use. I take very little, and I only go over the yellow part here. Not really yellow. Well, it's goldenrod, I guess it's called. So I don't want to take too much because I don't want everything to look just gold. I want to see the 3 layers that I had, right? I don't know. It's just a shine, a shimmer. It makes it look so pretty. So if you have it, do it, okay? And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on top of everyone with white. But first I will let them dry. I have some chores to do anyways. And then I will just hit them with gold right here on top. Only where the yellow part is. So I have watercolored them all. Look, isn't that pretty? I mean, it's purple cherry blossom, you know, but it's your art. Make it whatever you want to do, whatever you want to have, you know. Purple, I have orange, so I did those 3. These 2 I made like bigger flowers, as you can tell, but this one, I don't know, she was so cute. I wanted to give her so many flowers, so I made all these tiny flowers. She's so cute, this little girl. And these I just did like a little wash in the back and then darker around. I think that turned out good too. I'm just trying new stuff, you know. Don't worry, it's just a junk mail envelope. Try, go for it. And here too, I did one in pink and one in blue, and I thought that was so cool, you know. She really looks like, I don't know, she fits with the pink totally, and she fits with the blue totally. So I don't know, that's how I saw the world. There's my other flower and another one, and you know, those are the ones that I learned how to make or how to draw, so I drew them. And all of these little winter ones, they have I don't know, I think it looks like a tree more like than a flower, not a tree, maybe a bench with leaves. Branch. Sorry. Today I asked my husband if he had a chopstick, and I meant a chapstick. He looked at me, he like, what? Chopstick? Yeah. Okay, and here I drew one of, and I wanted this to look like a heart. I don't know, this is different from these, you know, but I wanted it to look like a heart. And for the first time also, I have made my own green for the leaves. I did not use any green to make my green, right? I used ultramarine blue and a yellow. I actually googled how to mix a nice green the one that I wanted to have. It's kind of dark and not dark and rich. And I didn't have the yellow they told me to use, but I used another yellow, and then I added, what was I supposed to add? I forget. A touch of brown or something. However, I love this green. I do. It looks so good. Oh, I also made these. And I put stickles on top again, just like with the one that I showed you, the very first one, just because I like it. And I have stickles in all colors. So I need to use stuff up. Girl on a mission still. Okay, now they're all done. All of them. Well, by done, I don't really mean done. At least, well, the funnest part. I think this was the most fun. Most like, I don't know, when I do that, I have to find where they go. So I keep them all together. This is the most relaxing, the watercoloring. And I know I'm not an artist. I'm not even close to being an artist. This is way too long. I think I'm going to cut it off just a little bit more. See, they are all kind of that. Even though I did not really measure, but this one is a little longer. However, the process of it is my favorite. This I tried this time with my pencils. I don't know. I think I like watercolors itself more for this. But for the tree, I love the watercolor pencils. However, don't want to talk too much. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna figure out how I want to sew around them, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and sew around them all. So this way, I like to put something on top or bottom. Did I show you this one? Probably, right? Hold on. Oh, they're still all here. See? It doesn't have to be anything like super duper, but on top or bottom, I just want to put some accent, because my machine can do that. You know, and if my machine can do that, why don't I do that, right? I love this little, oh, I love everything. I always tell you, oh, I love that, I love that. I really do love everything. All right, I'm gonna go sew around it. Hopefully this video is not too long. I do it in little parts, so I have no clue. Maybe I told you just 2 minutes ago that hopefully this video is not too long, because I don't know what I said in the last video. It's been 2 days. It took me 2 days to do that. It was very good because the situation at home right now is very sad, and I will talk about it some other day, not right now, because I still cannot handle it. However, I'm gonna just cut this one off and go sew all of them. Maybe I should once again turn off the cam. For some reason I keep turning off the whole window there, and the cam is still going. All done. My machine freaked out at the end. I will show you, but I've just sewn. It has so many different options. My machine has like, I don't know, 99, 100 different options that I can do. So I did a lot of different ones. You see, I just decided to go with whatever was there. You know, one by one. I did different options. This one, my machine ripped my thread, and then it ripped it again. So I'm just gonna do like washi tape or something on the side. So that's fine. You know, crafting is all about covering up your mistakes. That's my motto. I always say that because it's true. So all these different little designs on the side I did, and they're all good. This one I just went around in zigzag because I don't need a design here. You know, there's a lot of flowers already, and that's just because she's a little girl. I gave her some, I don't know, those kites, not sure, but it looked like that. And she loves her mama, and I realized that I didn't go with my pen when I was sewing, so I still have to do my pen here. Same here, you know. And I didn't finish my hearts. Whenever I spoke to you and I went to the sewing machine, I'm like, this is one I didn't do, this is one I didn't do. So the hearts I will still do, and the poppy flowers. So there, just this one I wanted to see which one I like more, you know. And I really don't have a preference. I think they both look good, because here you stitch through the flowers if you want the wonky stitching, right? But I like them both. She cute. I gave her a heart. I don't know, does it look like a heart? I don't know. Here my machine went crazy, so I did this. I wanted a little heart here because my machine does hearts. This was so not perfect, and then this one, it just stopped in one spot, and now this is like a big bulky thing here, and I believe the paper will rip, so I will need to figure out something. Hold on, where are my scissors? Oh, here. Stuck them in the wrong spot. see all of this thread I need to take out, because yeah, but that's crafting for you. Things happen. Things happen. I will still be using this because it's pretty. I will just figure something out that I can put here. I could even keep this here as like a little dot or whatever and just put something here. I'm not sure. But this one I also went around. There was a little mistake somewhere on the side, but I love it. I love when there is like just small. You see, it didn't sew. I went too far out. But I like the small mistakes because I'm not doing perfect, okay? I'm not going for perfect. I want this to be in a junk journal and not in a perfect journal, right? So now, because I'm using up washi tapes, I have this one that says follow your bliss. As many as I have, I don't think it's enough for all of them, but as many as I have, I will just do here. Where's my glue? Nobody see. I don't see my glue. If you knew what kind of a mess it is here, I found my glue. It's somewhere all the way, God knows where. But it's a mess. I have to clean it, but I also want to finish up, so I'll see. Maybe after this, when these are done. Oh, that's the very last one. So Bella, hold on, and then I will just have one more. So there's two. No, I'm not even gonna start. I will put it somewhere else. What else do I have? I have other washes that say stuff, which I still want to use up as well, because I barely ever use washi. Well, I never use washi that says anything. Okay, this one is more for like longer ones. I don't know, because it's, you see how it goes? I don't think I want to do it on the wide ones. Then I do have Explore. It's very short, and this says I can do anything. Hustle, I would not use hustle. Where would I use hustle? And then it says not today, but I would say today. You know, so I think this one would be the one that leave a little sparkle wherever you go. It says all over. So I will just figure out. I guess I'm gonna glue one right here. Oh, I will just go this way around, because look, it's much longer, you know. But if I go this way around and just glue it on the side of my cards, this should be good. Yep, it's the whole length. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is just go here with my glue, because this washi is years and years old. I don't know if it's gonna stick by itself. And then I'm just gonna glue it down on the side. Yep. And since all of them are the same length, look how perfect it is. It's like the length that I need. I will just go on all of them. Same thing I will do. All of it. I'm wondering here, will it cover it up? Actually, it would. So I will just figure out something in the front. You know, I could put a gem or something on here. So now I'm thinking, yeah, the back is flat because I cut it off. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my washi a little further in onto the inside. Thread needs to go. Here I'm going to put a whole bunch of glue, just in case. Okay, and then I will cover it with my washi, right? Wherever you go. Let's go. Okay, leave a little sparkle wherever. Oh, I need to make sure that, because it's really, wow. See how it's really the same length? Amazing. But see, here I covered it up, and if I put a gem or something, it does look like, I don't know, can you tell? It looks a little bit like a heart, but no. But I will figure something out to put on top. We will be just fine. All right. Where did I put the other one that I just did? Oh, right here. All right. So that's what I'm going to do. To all, whatever it is, 26. I don't know how many. And then I'll be back. Whew. I did put a little, where is it? Gold, leafy gold? I don't know what it's called. Michelle gave it to me. It's not real gold. But I put some here, and then I outlined, you see, whatever spots were there on the hearts. And I did these. Now, what I'm going to do is, I have to go through everything and distress them all. Oh, see, I forgot to close my glue stick. I have a Danish in the air fryer. It's been tough. Okay. I will just sit here. If I can find my distress here, I'm going to spray a little water on it because it's making everything so much easier. Where did I learn it? I don't remember anymore, but one of the big creators, big, what are we called? I don't know. Not just a big creator, big creative creator. How about that? Okay, it's not gonna be visible too much here and there. It's gonna be like this because I do want a little more grungy. I'm going on top of my washi tape, but that's okay because it comes right off. Like, you know, I want a little bit of something. I think it's going to be much easier with my finger dauber, but the problem is I do not know where my finger dauber is. So I put washi everywhere. I finished everything. Yes. So now distress, and then once this is done, I will just put gold on it, I believe. So sit here and do it 25 more times. I decided to distress. Did I say it? Did I say it before the cam turned on? Doesn't matter. I decided to distress with the darker ink. I liked it more. And now I'm going with gold. Dark and gold. Let me show you one that is white here. It's so much prettier. You know, can you tell the gold? My finger, I have gold finger. I left one to do for you. With you, not for you. Maybe for one of you, I don't know. But where I do zigzag, it's a little harder. So I just try to put the gold on the, a little bit on the card itself, and then a little bit here on the thread, because zigzag is hard. You can't get to the paper, right? So I'm just doing it like a little bit in the corner here and there, and then the thread. Hopefully I love this gold. This is my favorite. Why didn't I use it? Like, I didn't use it for such a long time because I didn't know it was there. That's the reason. I think it was the last card. Now I have all of this wonderful gold on my fingers, and it's water soluble, right? So my frugal butt will just try and kind of scrape it off my finger into this one. This one is gold. It is the same gold, and it dries so quickly here on my finger that I always have to kind of get more and more. So I just kind of scratch it off. And from this, there was the same gold before for my splatters. So it dries out just like normal watercolors, right? It dries out and then you can get it. Now I would actually spray water on my fingers and then just wash it off on a piece of paper. Did I do it here or here? Somewhere. Yeah, oh, you can see gold right here. I sprayed. I'll show you. It's crazy. I'm telling you, it's a sickness already. Because it's just what? Nothing, right? It's nothing, really. But I will do this. So all of my precious gold goes somewhere, and it's gonna go onto pretty paper. And then I'm gonna just leave the paper to dry. Yeah, that's what's going on in my brain. My brain a little crazy. All right, give me a paper towel so I can wrap it up. You know that I also want to keep the paper towel because it does have gold on it too. It's crazy. I will put some water in here so I can splatter them all. Now I have to be careful though that when I lay them out, Bruno doesn't come in. I'm gonna lay them out right here on the floor. I put up my iris boxes there, and then I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna put it on the iris boxes and do it there, but one we can do together. I have not figured out the proper technique for splattering. I don't know if is there like a professional technique. See, you just put water in there and look at this goodness. It's so gold. It's so different from the other one, like this one. This is not water soluble, so you know, once it dries, it's done. But what is the proper technique? I see people do this. This is what I do, because I see people do this, but I just do this. You know, which one is the right one? I don't know. I truly also don't care too much, because all I want is gold. Gold on my stuff. There will be a little gold on the window too. I wonder, I will probably just wipe it off because it's gonna come off later anyways. So how do I do that? I usually hold a piece. I was like, how did I do that before? I didn't wipe anything off. I think what I did was I would cut myself a piece of paper, and then I would kind of do this. you know, I would hide it and then I would splatter. This one doesn't need many splatters because it's full of flowers. But this one, for example, would need some more because it's not full of flowers. Look here. Oh, I also used to hide the plant. I remember that now. But we will be okay. This is why my whole room is splattered, because I don't care. I will just splatter wherever. And then this piece of paper I will not be able to toss either, you know. Oop, we forgot this part. And cute. So I'm just gonna do it here on the floor to all of them. This will not be enough. I will have to add more, and by adding more I will do this, because when I go around this I tap a little bit and then I tap it off here and then I go around the cards, so this part dries out. But the best thing is, there you go, you can still use it. Just need a little water and then you can use it again. So I think this jar is gonna be with me for years. I've used so much of it, and it's just the same amount still there. All right, I'm gonna do them all. Oh, I forgot to check the video, but we're almost done. There is not too well, there is enough to do, but I'm just gonna splatter and let it dry for now. I'm off to the next step with my boonie swelling and everything. This morning I woke up and he was in my room, sleeping in my room without me. I'm on my next step for the, I splattered them, right? And I start to make needles out of these. For some reason, I always do it on the right side. I don't know what the reason is, but I always do it on the right side, I guess. Rarely ever do I do it on the other side. It's a mess. I'm gonna clean up whenever I'm done with this project. Right now, really all I can manage is this. And it's very, very good. This is like the same repetitive thing I'm doing, and it's so hard for me to put beads on it that my brain can't think about anything else, which is very good at the moment. At the moment it's very good. I will make needles for all of them because I need to stick, sometimes I need to stick really tiny beads on them, so that's what I do. I put glue on the ends. I was like, where is the rest of them? It's right here. So it's much more than that. And I did a couple already, so I can just show you, so I don't have to do them all here with you. I put different ones. I have so many beads. Partially, this is just a little part, right, of my beads right here. A little part. I have a whole box there, and I was buying them all when I was making my pocket letters. I don't think I ever bought beads since I was making since I started to make junk journals. Really don't think so. I doubt that. I can't remember a time where I did that. But because I thought, you know, junk journals, you cannot use beads. Oh shoot, I'm doing it again. I did it once before and then it fell into the water though with the corners. Yeah, so I realized, and I think I told you this, I realized, how many years has it been now? How many years have I been doing this? Who knows? Who knows? I don't know anymore. Junk journals? A few years, for sure. I wonder if that's long enough. Yeah, that's long enough. What was I saying? Oh, in those many years, I thought I was crafting junk journals, but I was in a junk journal box, if that makes any sense. So whatever I saw people doing, my brain decided this is the box I'm allowed to move in, right? So I can do this, this, and this, okay, for my journals. And I think this couple months ago, when I started making my everything journal, before that, one journal before that already, I was loosening up. But a couple months ago, when I started making my everything journal, my brain said, hey, it's okay. We can use so many other things in the journal. I used my embroidery, I used my little paintings, beads, and I understood, like, I don't know, somehow I figured that I can actually get out of the box. And that makes any sense to you. I don't know if it does. There is a certain box for every craft that I was making. And when I was making pocket letters, I was in a certain box, you know, like, okay, you can only make things for the little, what was it? I don't remember how big they were. 2.5 by 3 pockets, something like that. So you cannot, this is the box you created. But I kind of realize now that creativity, it can't stay in a box. You can do so much more. And that's probably why, my God, I feel sick. I'm sorry. It's early morning. Not really early, but I barely slept. So I slept in, what is it, 9:40. I barely slept for a week now. And whatever. However, just like I told you, with these envelopes, junk mail envelopes, I was in the box for a long time. I did not realize that my brain didn't realize that I can cut up the envelopes and do something with the small parts. I don't know, it makes sense? That I can actually cut up, and from the little leftovers, I can create art. You know, even from, where is it? My teeny tiny ones. Even from those tiny leftovers, I can still make something from my junk journal. Or even if it's not for a junk journal, maybe it's like a card. It could be a card. You know, you can just write something in the back, give it to your whoever. You know, this can be a card. I'm sorry. Fibro? Fibro doesn't know a box either. See, Fibro is out of the box too, because it doesn't just give you one certain, you know, you don't feel one certain way. It's many different ways. What happened here? Where's my thread here? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Oh, I have sewn it. See, this is one that is on the left side. Yeah. What did you say? Oh, Fibro is not in the box. Yeah, Fibro gives you whatever. It's like, I don't know. I would never have thought that feeling like I'm sick with a cold in the morning is Fibro. But it is. For me, at least, this is my symptoms. One of my symptoms. There are so many, and I cannot, I don't know, no. I need to stop talking about this one, because otherwise people will tell me that I'm complaining. I'm not complaining. I think I'm educating about fibro, or, you know, like conditions, some, whatever I have. I'm not really complaining, I'm educating. Us fibro warriors, we live life differently. You know, when I woke up in the morning, my thoughts were completely different from a normal person's thoughts, right? I had to think about, okay, which part of my body do I move first? Can I get up? Do I need to lay here for a minute, but I can't because I'm hurting, you know? Which foot goes down on the floor first? Where do I hold myself with my hands so I don't fall down when I try to get up? Because everything is stiff, right? And then I think, okay, how do I do? Can I go through the day? Do I have any appointments? Do I have to cancel anything? How do I feel? How am I going to feel in an hour, right? All these little things. That's what my brain thinks. I think, I do not know, but I think a normal person, or person without a chronic pain condition, wakes up and thinks, oh, is there going to be traffic when I go to work? Or, you know, I have to brush my teeth. I don't know what they think. I don't want to go to work. Maybe that's what they think. But I doubt that they have to think about, you know, which way to turn to be able to get out of bed. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, now, oh, I don't know how long this video. I say it every time because I film in little tiny, you know. It has been, oh my God, no, I'm not talking. I will make a video, I will. And I'm sorry that I'm kind of telling but not telling, but I can't talk about it right now. Every time I try to start, it's no good. Okay. Now what? Oh, I'm gonna figure out what kind of beads I want. This is the problem with having too many beads. You don't know which one you want. You know. Oh, yesterday I tried something out. See how these are pink now? These three. I just put what is that? Crystal glaze. I used crystal glaze on those 3 flowers. I just wanted to do like to make a little accent. I put another one aside? You know, I might find more when I clean up. I might find more of these that I didn't finish up because I put them aside to dry or whatever. My brain is thinking right now that I did put another one aside, but I don't see anything. Oh well, I really like it, you know. It's just a little accent. Can you tell? First of all, they turned pink for some weird reason, which is actually even better. And now they also like dimensional. Okay, once I'm... Oh, I also glued all these. I showed you, right? Once I'm done with these, I put gold around. Oh, that's what I showed you last time, probably. I put gold around all of them. I distressed all of them. I put gold. I splattered gold. Now I'm gonna just put beads on top. And then I will probably figure out if I want to add something to the front, you know. So we will see. First things first, this is gonna take me days probably, because I don't see. So I will do, maybe not days, maybe all day long. We will see. I will see you once all the beads are on there. I just went through all the short videos and I realized that this is over an hour long if I put them all together. Like, oh, really? Oh, I thought I forgot to put one in here. I put them all. Hold on, can I get them all? Where are you all? I don't think I have all of them here in one spot. Hold on. Girl, hurry up. I don't know if I have or not. These I did all the same. I put the gold and, you know, all the same. And then these I did different. Some of them, whatever. I have all of the beads you can imagine. And this, I have sewn wrong here. So I had the thread hanging in the middle. So just give her some butterflies too. Because why not, right? So I think I've done all. I might have not done some that I didn't even see here. Oh, no. I did not. I still didn't do the purple ones. I will do them. I need to clean up. I can't do this anymore. At some point I stopped and I was like, I can't do this anymore because I need to clean up. But I will do them in no time. However, I will just take my words now and I will take off my glasses so I can see anything. It's terrible. And then I will find whatever word I like, you know, and then I will put it in whichever spot I like. I like this. You know, it says this day because it's a day in her life, right? I think I might go with this one. There is a lot, you know. I don't know, what do I have? There are different ones. You could if you wanted to. Also, maybe not here because there's not too much space, but I'm awesome. I like it because she's awesome. She's a little girl. She's awesome. And I have memories. You know, just put something there and then I will also find some bling to put somewhere because that's what I do. I'm trying to use up my bling. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to. I believe there is still black left on this. Maybe not much. Maybe on this. Oh, yeah. This one's still got black on it. I'm going to take my tiny attacher and staple and staple twice. I'm trying. One of them went wrong. It's okay. I don't want this to be perfect, you know. I just do that and then I will hammer in the back so it goes flat and I can actually glue it. Well, one of them didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but I think I'll be okay. It's even better if it's like just an accident, in my opinion, because I cannot do random for sure. So if it's an accident, it's random. Accidentally random, okay? All right, I'm gonna put glue all over this. And I'm just gonna stick it here, down here, this day. It says, this day, yes, this day. I need to hold it. I'm going to clip it here. Can I clip it here? I'm not quite sure. if I could find, yeah, there are my clips. You have no idea how messy it is here. And then I still find something in this mess. It's amazing, amazing. And do I have bling in all the colors in the world? Yes, I do. I do have bling in all the colors, and they even organize by colors. Ooh, I thought that was red, but that turned out to be orange. So wrong. They're even organized by color, and there's like everything you want. Okay, my bling is everything. I'm gonna put 5 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me cut this piece of plastic right away. So I can somehow. Come on, girl, it's over now long already. But I want to use bling because I have so much. I need to use stuff up. So what I would do where did it go? Here would be what? Glue. I need some glue. I would put it here, not or here. I need to figure out. Hold on, I need to see where I want this to be. No, I don't want to cover up her feet. I think we're just gonna go here, down here. Yep. So basically, I figure out the length of where my glue needs to go. Well, they are all together. Okay. I have, oh my God. I have thread all over the place. I have everything all over my whole room right now. And I'm glad that I'm finishing this video. It took me a while. A week probably I made it. Yeah. Which was good. I took my mind off, so that's okay, I guess. All right, let me see. Close the glue. Okay, did it glue? Yeah, I took it off. See, now it's ready to go. See, I couldn't put it in one because it was a little too long, so I just cut out the words. Notice this day, some bling, something I drew, you know, and a little blingy bling here. I made some before. I don't know where they are. And that's what I did the whole time. I put something on the bottom. I put some bling. I put some beads because I'm trying to have less stuff. This one has a thread from this side. I don't want to cut it off. It kind of looks good. This is one of the small. I only had one small. I don't know how it happened, but I did. So I like it. I'm thinking right now, I don't think I'm going to put crystal glaze on top. But yeah, I will just go and do them all. But for now, this is it. I can show you maybe in one of my Monday videos when I finish them. It's gonna take a while. I'm not gonna do it, you know, all the way. But this is what I made. Little blings. Look how many journaling cards. Look, it's amazing. Here's one that is on the left. But they are all cute, and I think they are doable. Absolutely, everybody can draw a heart, okay? Everybody. I don't know anybody. Brownie can draw a heart. Everybody else can. I wonder if I should just put some crystal glaze on this. A couple of those too. I even love these now. Like, at the beginning, I was a little skeptical. I'm like, you just put some paint in the back. But I love it. I feel like she looks blue and she looks pink. I don't know why. They fit so perfectly in here. Here I would put something on top because there's so much space. And I would probably just, maybe not this because this is way too long, but just to show you, I would put something right here, you know, just here. I need a word that is that short. Nothing is that short in my life. Everything is so much longer. But yeah, I would just find something that is wide because I want to cover up this mistake here. So I would put it here. Here I put just washi on top. So yeah. Those are all of the ones that I made. Well, maybe not all of them. We do not know yet. But most likely they are. And they are amazing. I want to make more. I'm definitely putting crystal glaze on the other one too. 3 of the other ones. Where is it? Because I love how it looks here. Where did I put it? Oh my God, I'm such a mess. Such a mess. I love it. Changed the color and it has like this boo in your face now, like something different. So this one I won't do because she has so many, but I do want to do the orange one. Where did it go? Here it is. I will probably do here, here, and here. Yup, looks good. All right, guys, if you were here for like a whole hour to watch the whole thing, I appreciate that. You know, I don't know. I could never watch a video of 1 hour in one sitting. I would have to cut it up in like 20 minutes because I don't watch much at the same time. I can't. I get bored. Maybe bored is not the right word, but I have to do something else in between. Something else in between all the time. So I'm going to do these, put them aside to dry, and I'm done. I'm going to make a cleanup video for tomorrow, I'm guessing, because this is a mess. Big mess. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I inspired you. You know, you don't have to do this. You can just use parts of your envelopes and make them a pocket or something here. And then it also can be just a picture. You don't have to draw, color, watercolor, paint, whatever. No, you can just stick a picture on top. Would be good too. I hope you enjoyed this. One tip I'll give you, even when I rewatch my video, if I need to know, like if somebody asks me a question and I don't remember what I said in my video, I will always watch on speed 2. I feel like I talk so slow, and most of the creators talk so slow that speed 2 sounds just right. And in speed 2, this is just a half an hour video, right? All right, guys. I hope you're all healthy and happy and having a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.